Funky.
What do you think?
It was totally different approach, and so very Gladys Knight and the Pips,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
it works, and they actually sneak into the instrumental part of that lick of the answer, who to the grapevine, not much longer would you be mine,
Yeah.
instrumentally, just a piece of it, but it was enough to give a nod back to the original.
And it's just shows you creative artistry of both of both Gladys and the Pips. Of course, had a lot to do with that as well. Um, the whole groove was different. The song was so strong. It was top 10 both times.
I
I
think
just
that
wonder.
I
I'm
think that
sorry.
Gladys's version was more of a "you dumb sucker," whereas Marvin's was "damn, I had to hear it that way." So
Yeah.
it was more plaintive, and she's more pissed off.
Yes. Yes. I think
Mhm. Good
that
point.
that it is a different attitude for sure.
I was just thinking about the business decision that would have been made. Like she cut hers first, then Marvin did his, and it's the
Yeah.
same company. And why? I mean, why did they? It just makes me wonder why they did do that. I mean, they're both wonderful song versions and all that, but was it? I just wonder if it was his choice to do it, or they just wanted him to do it, or why would they do that when there's so many other songs they could be cutting? Why would they? And yet they, I think you said this was both probably like a number one hit, right?
Yeah.
For them.
Who knows? I mean, there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that you don't necessarily see. I like with Michael McDonald and Kenny Loggins. The two of them, anything that they co-wrote, they would choose who would do the record first and put it out first, and
Uh-huh.
then the other one would record their version and put it out later. But it was an agreement made beforehand, so you never know what might have been going on behind the scenes.
Mhm.
And the thing is, the fact that he did it with the same melody and the same feel that Smokey wrote it, and she just transformed it to a completely different song almost. The hook
Yeah.
was different, the whole groove was different. Um, so I don't know what went on behind the scenes. What I do look I think I suddenly realized here I'm doing two artists and they both had a hit with the same song. I thought that was a great thing to bring up to show their difference, uh, and to show how a song can be interpreted different ways. And if it's such a well written song, it can be a hit song regardless. Remember back in the day, and I bet you, Gail, you would certainly know. Uh, Back in the day when you had a hit song, everybody recorded it. You'd have 30, 40 different versions of the same song, and you pick the artist that you liked. Boy, that's not done today at all.
Mm.
Surprisingly, it is done, but it's not being done by the majors.
Oh,
People
right.
are independent artists, now that we have the ability to go in and do a song and have it master quality that it can stand up next to it. They're making cover versions. People make cover versions all the time, and it's the independent cover versions that tend to get used in film and TV, unless it's a mega buck
Right.
thing.
Cheaper. Yeah.
Because even if they have to pay the publisher, $30,000 for the rights for the song, they may only have to pay 5 to 15 for the independent artist recording of it. So there is a lot of that happening. And in fact, a lot of the artists were making sure that they make sure before you go to record a cover of something that you check with the publishing company and see how easy it is to license it, a cover version of it, because there are some estates that put a stranglehold on things. Like there are only a few songs that aren't held by the Elvis estate, and they're notorious. Same with Frank Sinatra, because Tina Sinatra holds the reins on that, and if she doesn't like you, you don't get it. So I mean, it's like you're not necessarily going to record a version of a song that somebody wrote that is going to be hard to license the song. So as long as somebody has a song, it's like I did a recording of Drift Away. It's an easy song to license and such. So you can go back and you can do that and such. But you're not seeing the stars doing it because everybody these days wants to have their own thing. It's my thing. I'm the one who did this, and nobody else should do it. You know, unless you're Aretha, forget it.
Well, yeah, the priorities certainly have changed, and I would see with licensing, of course, if you can get the same song with the same sound with a lesser known artist, it still works for the film because it gives you what they wanted at that moment in the film, and you don't have to pay the astronomical prices of a famous star.
Yeah. And surprisingly, in those instances, they don't want something that's a sound alike. They want something that takes a completely different road, like taking, a big smashing alt rock thing and turning it into a ballad or vice versa and such. So there's a lot of creative space for people to do a cover and not have it be a sound alike.
Well, that sounds no, I agree. And thank you for sharing because I have limited experience with music supervisors. I have a couple songs and films, and I've dealt with supervisors in that sense. But so I know some of the decisions that go into that. And I used to teach um, um, Avon von Foster. You know her?
Oh, Andrea, yes,
Andrea.
she's fabulous.
And I was her coach for a while.
Oh, that's very cool. She actually was the co-supervisor on a wonderful film with Mark Ruffalo, and she just has an ear. She has an incredible ear and incredible sensitivity, and she's got this great little marshmallow of a dog who's a pit bull. But yeah, she's wonderful. She's so creative and she's so thoughtful in her choices.
And so through her, I've picked up some knowledge of some of the decision making that supervisors have to go through. Anyway, I think we've completed our Motown journey for now. Sure, there were other Motown songs. We didn't do the Four Tops. We didn't do much of the Temptations. There were plenty of other stuff, but you can't do them all. I want to go to Otis Redding next week.
Ooh, cool.
What is there not to like in his work other than same thing, pitifully young demise? That was a plane crash, wasn't it?
I think it was.
Yeah, I remember reading that. Just horrible to have this. I think it happened very soon after the release of one of his top songs. Very, very sad. But he gave us something brilliant, and he's definitely one of the jewels of 60s music. We'll be listening to him, and then we'll follow Aretha. Aretha, we may need more than 1 week.
Well, yeah. Well, the thing is that he actually wrote Respect.
Yes, right. Exactly.
And he also did Respect Yourself, that the Staple Singers, one of my favorites.
Uh-huh.
And he also wrote Try a Little Tenderness.
And that's he recorded that too. That was
he recorded all of them, but
a great song. And what other people did, Tenderness, right?
Yeah, he was 26 when he died, and it was a plane crash. And I seem to recall that Sitting on the Dock of the Bay they finished the recording just a few days before he died.
Right. That's what I remember reading.
Yeah.
How ironic. And that's one of the all-time songs of the 20th century.
Great song.
And I performed that, and it never, ever fails.
Yeah.
Everybody loves it. Well, anyway, it's been a really enlightening meeting. I've enjoyed it very much. I'll see you guys next week. And come to YouTube David Cat Cohen 60s Music anytime. And I got 10 of our meetings up there. This will be
Okay.
by the end of the week. And I did put our late Beatles. I'm going to try to do some of the in between.
I'm about
And
to.
so I guess I will see you guys next week.
Thank you,
All right, buddy.
David.
All
See you
right.
next week.
Thanks, everybody. You're swell.
You
Great.
too.